All right, back right on the beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from Human Robot, and they're out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and this is their Oktoberfest, the 2022 release. So this is a Märzen-style Oktoberfest that comes in at 5.8% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed time of review. This can is approximately 5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks, shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and former beer tuber, Joe from the now defunct NEPA Beer Reviews, for hooking me up with this can. So big thanks to him. He gave me 4 different Human Robot beers to take home from 2022 Beer Tuber Palooza. This is one of the 4. I reviewed their Hallertauer Pils, which is a German style Pils. And to me, my favorite American brew German style Pils to date. Again, that's a little bit of an again, we have the beauty that is known as paper towels. A little bit of an overfill, and I'm just going to put this off camera. We'll see if I duff it everywhere, and I need that, but we'll see. Yep, we're going to need it. I see a little bit of spillage happening, and the pour is terrible, so we'll just clean this up. That's why you got paper towels out. Not a great pour, clearly, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It didn't open all the way. Goddamn cans. You know, sometimes we'll pour a little bit more in here if we can. Okay, something like that, and we'll put this over here. So yeah, look at that beauty pour. I mean, isn't that picture perfect? I think that should be like, in a beer commercial, 100%. Anyway, yeah, it has that Märzen kind of like deep copper, kind of brass look to it. Good clarity, a little bit of chill haze, although this is not super cold. It's cold enough, but it has pretty good clarity, decent carbonation rising up from the bottom. About just over a 3-finger head. This is like a light tan. That's like a light tan head, believe it or not. More of a soap sudsy looking head. Very big bubbles all over the place. But again, I poured it like an idiot, so you can just blame me. It's a good nose. Yeah, it smells nice. A little bit of that sulfur funk you get from lagers, mixing in with this really nice bready, biscuity malt character. Touch of like a copper coin in there. Floral, herbaceous, spicy, your typical noble hop profile. Or German hop profile in general. A lot of times with the lagers anyway, you get like, a lot of times I get like that floral, herbaceous spiciness. A lot of times one will lead the way. Sometimes one of them won't even be there, but like that's 3 as far as like the hop character goes. What I like about this, smells very balanced. Like sometimes you'll get Märzens and they have just a sweet kind of nose to them. And then you taste them and sometimes they're balanced, sometimes they're not. This smells like it's going to have a beautiful balance. Yeah, let's get into it. Cheers, everybody, or should I say prost, and thanks again to Joe. Really simplistic, but so well done. This is, on first sip, the cleanest Oktoberfest beer that I've had this year from an American brewery. 100%. It is so easy to fucking drink. It's insane. But I'll be honest with you, the flavors aren't like popping, kind of like their Pils did. And I know it's a Märzen, it's an Oktoberfest beer. You're not looking for a ton of flavor. But what I'm tasting right now, it's very subtle and subdued, but the finish and the clean kind of character of this beer, fantastic. Body on this one, it's like medium body. Maybe a touch under, like lower side of medium body. It's crisp, as I said again, it's clean, and it's super refreshing. The taste, the nose follows suits, but again, picture what I was talking about in the nose, but dialed back about 25%. It has a bready, biscuity kind of forefront. There's a little bit of a touch of like maybe a caramel or some kind of sugar-esque component that isn't necessarily caramel, maybe a little bit more to the toffee side of things. Passes through, touch of copper coin kind of feeling, and there's a little bit of that sulfur note too carrying over. And then on the back of the palate, it finishes with a floral herbaceousness. This doesn't have that spicy kind of hop character I sometimes get in Oktoberfest beers. It finishes semi to full on dry with a mild to moderate bitterness. This is more to the mild side of the bitterness, but the dryness is kind of ramped up, so it makes it infinitely more drinkable. As you can see, I'm drinking this quite easily. I think if I was just, and I'm honest with all my reviews, I try to be as honest as I can. I think flavor-wise, without this just insanely crisp, kind of super clean feeling to the beer from the mouthfeel and the finish, I think flavor-wise, this would be probably like a low 4. I'd give it like a 3.9. But I think we'll go one more sip and I'll lock it in. Yeah, I think the just listen, Oktoberfest beers are supposed to be super quaffable. They're supposed to be super drinkable. So that's not lost on me. But what I'll say is, from any Oktoberfest beer I've had this year, whether it's Fest beer or a Märzen from an American brewery, this is without a question the most drinkable as far as the mouthfeel and the finish goes. Like, I could just crush this back, and it's a fun experience to drink. So it's not a 3.9. I'm going to have to bump it up a little bit. So Oktoberfest, the 2022 release from Human Robot, I'm going to give that a high. We'll go 4.1 out of 5. I don't think it gets in the low 4.25 range, but this is definitely a high 4 for me. It's really good. Not my favorite this year from American Brewery, but probably the most quaffable Oktoberfest I've had this year, maybe period. Anyway, price and availability, a little bit sideways, $15 a 4-pack at the brewery. And as far as I know, they don't really get much distro. So almost $4 a can, bit high. I mean, some of my favorite Oktoberfest you can get for, $10 a 6-pack or $12 a 6-pack. So a little bit pricey, but they're 2 for 2 of stuff I've reviewed. So, maybe I'd pick up a 4-pack of this each year. I don't know if I'd be buying cases. That'd be expensive. But, yeah, and availability, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just in and around Philly, probably at the brewery. Richard Homa, who has a channel now. It's, Richard, forgive me. It's PA Loggers and Brews Reviews. I'll post a link in the description box to Richard's channel. He basically loves Pennsylvania beers and mostly lagers. So he just started his channel, so that's why I can't perfectly remember the name of it, but I will post a link in the description box. Go check him out. Knows his shit when it comes to lagers, but I think he said that this is pretty much at the place only, like right at the brewery, and that's it. So if anybody else knows about availability, let me know, but that's what Richard said, and I trust him. If you've had this one before, post in the comment section. What's your favorite Oktoberfest beer of 2022? I still think, I don't know, it's toss-up for me, but I still think Munsterfest from 3 Floyd. So anyway, you can't even tell if this is 5.8%. It's, very easy drinking, and that's about it. So I enjoy this one. Not my favorite this year, but pretty damn good. So appreciate Joe hooking me up with this one. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. To the next one. Prost.